What's up everyone? I have a 5 Cobra victory for you today, and yesterday we had the Snake, today we have to have the Cobra obviously. They go hand in hand. People like to compare the two, saying which one is better. I personally think the Cobra is a little bit better because of the better starting stats, so I left it for Sunday. Leave the best unit for last, as they say. But the method I'm going to be using to get this 5 of a kind is the same as the Snake video. I'm going to be shop scaling once again. It's generally the most reliable method to get 5 of a kinds in custom packs. Even though it's still kind of difficult because a lot of the teams are running quite cheesy setups, like I think I spoke about this in yesterday's video, but I'll say it again, like the Nurse Shark Highland Cow, like the German Shepherd Slug, Orca, all the summon teams. Which it's not easy to win even if you have a full team of 50-50s, and it's not uncommon for you to lose while getting it, and after you get it, it's very common that you lose with the full 50-50 team that doesn't have much equipment just because your opponent is running that sort of cheese. But thankfully that didn't happen during this game. But that's not going to be a worry for now, honestly. I'm just trying to find a way to transition into the late game for now. I'm trying a semi-loot box strategy here, picking up 2 stalls, hopefully getting some good units next turn. I'm obviously hoping for clownfish, blobfish, the level up combos that I'm usually best at playing, but I wouldn't turn down to starfish, starting to buy sell scale. Sadly I don't get any of that, but I do get 1 clownfish, which I think is good enough. And my team is feeling very clogged up at the moment. I'm having a lot of units, which most of them I don't really want to keep around. So first the seagull, I was going to call it a seahorse, the seagull goes, then I think I give up on the frog. Doing a little bit of an early frog swap with the buff towel so that the stats don't go to waste. And now that I have 2 capybaras on the team, I think it's going to be transitioning very nicely. The shop is going to be very strong, and I think I'm ahead of the curve at this point, even though it's going to be very close this round, yeah, barely a draw. So yeah, I think what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to scale up a Tamarin, hopefully get a level up on turn 9 into a good unit, like a lioness would be nice, an alpaca would be nice. Like there are a lot of nice units that I had in this custom pack, even though I change it quite often, so I'm not really sure what exactly was in there. But yeah, that's usually the strategy that most people go for in custom packs, like they just try to level on turn 9, and if they get a good tier 6 unit, they're going to steamroll from there, but if not, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Here I take 2 early level ups. You could call it a mistake just because from what I discussed just now, it's better to preserve level ups for turn 9, but I thought I was getting kind of weak, even with the double capybara giving me double shop buffs. But now this team that I have constructed should be good enough to win, guaranteed basically. I think I only lose to some jellyfish or buffalo teams with melon armor, which I hope I don't go up against, but if I do, I at least have 3 lives, so I have some lives to spare. We'll see what happens. I don't really remember what happens either, so it's going to be a surprise for both of us. Let's see. Kind of close, I think. Yeah, I sadly lose, but thankfully I don't think I had a chance anyway, just because they had a shark in the back. But what's going to happen now is that I'm going to level up the clownfish, I believe, and that's going to give me a level up. which results in an early alpaca, which is always nice. I don't want to buy it right now because I want the tamarind buff to go on to the alpaca, so that's going to remain for next turn. For now I'm going to have to play another round with this kind of weakish team. Like, it was strong for turn 7, but for turn 9 most people have steamrolled out of control by now. So yeah, it's my turn now to steamroll, and I'm finding the level 2 alpaca so early, getting a cobra, which is instantly going to get to level 2 as well, and now I can sell the capybara to get a level 2 lioness as well. And you can see how getting an early level 2 alpaca can give you so many early tier 6 level 2 units. Like, it's turn 10, I shouldn't be even finding any tier 6 units in the shop right now, but I have 3 of them on my team at level 2, which is kind of crazy. And this is the first cameo that the Cobra is going to make. I don't think it's going to stick around for long, but I was very happy to see it show up so early. Usually when you shop scale the shop to 50-50 and go for a 5 of a kind that way, it kind of feels very boring, very not creative, I think, because what ends up happening is that most of the 5 of a kinds end up being the same thing. You just shop scale the shop to 50-50, you find the unit you want to get the 5 of a kind of, and you just put 5 of them on the team. There's very little originality going on, but with the Cobra this time I think it was a little bit different because I used it multiple times during my shop scaling journey. Like, I think I'm going to find another Cobra pretty soon that I might include in the team. Yeah, here it is from the level up. That's the nice thing for the tier 6 units, that you can always get them from the level up, and you can always include one extra in the team. I think this one is going in for sure. A 26-20 Cobra, which I think is going to be gone next turn as well, but I'm very happy to have it back so that it can help me during this turn. Kind of a cheesy team from my opponent, going for the double trumpets, and I think with better positioning I could have won there, but I was too hasty and I paid the price for that. But now I think if I'm lucky I should get quite a bit of tier 1 units and scale the shop even further. Kind of unfortunate that the first unit I got is a chinchilla, which means that now I have to free up 2 shop spaces in order to get all the value out of the loyal chinchillas. Here is another Cobra, by the way, from the level up. Once again it shows up, and I think I'm going to take it even. I'm getting kind of worried because the team isn't that strong. Like, I've seen way stronger teams on turn 12. I think some people have even shop scaled the shop to 50-50. I said shop twice in one sentence, which I think I've said multiple times in this video already, but what can you do? But yeah, it's going unlike yesterday's video. This is a little bit of a slower grind to the 50-50 shop. I'm using more lioness scaling than chicken this time, just because I'm not being very lucky with the tier 1 units. But thankfully with the Cobra on the team it doesn't really matter that I'm scaling slowly, because you can see how useful it is, especially against summon teams. And I think this Cobra is going to stick around until the end of the run, which is kind of nice. I even buff it a little bit because I know that I can't really get rid of it at this point. If I do, I'm basically losing the run, because on turn 13 there are for sure many more powerful teams than this one. And I think I might even give up on the chicken at this point, just because I have a level 3 lioness that's going to scale the shop for a +6/+6 at the end of the turn, which I think should be good enough for the Cobras to be at 50 attack, which is mostly what I care about. The HP isn't that important, but I would like to have it if possible, but the attack is most important, obviously because the Cobra's ability is what scales off of the attack. So yeah, I'm just trying to find more Cobras at this point, because they should be good enough to implement in the team, especially stronger than the duck I have, even stronger than the alpaca, but alpaca can be useful in a multiple of different ways. It can generate some gold with the oysters or pigs. It can level up the Cobras if I find any, which I'm bound to. And with the level up I might even find an extra Cobra, which is always an added bonus. Last turn I didn't get very lucky with the Cobra finds, but this row I get 2 at once. Very nice. And I think Lioness is also on the chopping block soon. Like, it already scaled the shop up fully. It has Pepper though, so I know for sure it can survive 2 hits, which means 2 Cobra snipes. And at this point in the game the Cobra snipes are dealing 20 damage, which is a very sizable amount, and you can see how easily they clean up the rest of the enemy team. But I think now I can say goodbye to the Lioness. I sell it indeed, and I'm just looking for the final Cobra and some equipment along the way. Melon and Pepper obviously being the best, because they ensure that I survive multiple hits with the Cobras, getting multiple snipes. Selling the alpaca finally. I really wanted that oyster, and alpaca was going to go sooner or later, so why not get rid of it sooner. I think there might have been a misplay in there somewhere with the alpaca. I think I could have utilized the levels it gave me better, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, this is basically it. I even found one more Cobra that I can use to get my smallest Cobra to 50-50 as well. And it's going to be quite ironic, because the first Cobra that I ended up with is going to be my level 3 Cobra. I even leveled up into a Cobra. But yeah, this is going to be the run. I hope you enjoyed it. It's going to be a very satisfying last round, if I say so myself. So if you did enjoy it, please like, sub, do all the generic stuff, leave a nice comment, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.